It's time for another exciting episode of the Bad Influence Podcast with me, yours truly, your host, Jordan Banderas. Remember to hit the follow, subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my episodes. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on any of this. It's pure gold because today I'm dropping some truth about the mystical forces that keep your love boats afloat in the sea of life. Yes, today we're talking about the backbone of any relationship. I'm talking about emotional connection. So let's explore why an emotional connection is not just nice to have. It's the fucking oxygen tank in your love life. That's right, you heard me. That's exactly what it is. So today we're not just scratching the surface. We're digging into the depths of what makes love last. It's called an emotional connection for a reason. It's the unsung hero of love. That invisible glue that binds your souls together. Especially when the going gets tough, which is something that my wife and I have a lot of experience with because of everything that has happened in the last 10 years. So that's one of the things that actually helped us create this type of connection. An emotional connection is the high rollers table in the casino of love, where the stakes are high, but those rewards, they're huge. Those wins make you feel like you're Superman, like you have won the lottery. That connection makes you feel steady, makes you feel at peace. It's hard to describe. But let me get personal for 1 second here, okay? So a few weeks ago, my queen, my wife, Katie, she took a little trip to St. George, Utah. She told me that she needed some time to clear her head, think things through, shit like that. Because guess what? There's a lot of changes in our lives right now, good changes, like everything is moving forward. We're starting businesses and we're moving forward with life. So she needed time to process all of that because change is scary. I was like, go ahead, go with your mom, go visit your family because she has family down there. So she did this. Because she did this, she left me in a silent house without her laugh and her warmth. So after 2 days, I felt like someone hit the pause button on my life. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I felt like something was missing. Like I was missing my rep. I had my dogs. I took care of the plants. I tried to take care of the house, which is it didn't go as planned. Taking care of the house is fucking hard, especially by yourself. So it was hard. And that's when it hit me. It hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. This woman, this human being, this kind soul, Katie, she's my fucking universe. And I'm not afraid to say it. So I started questioning myself as to how come she has made such an impression when no one else has made me ever feel like this. Right? And I realized as well that we've weathered storms, danced in the rain of life's bullshit together, and we've always come out swinging, stronger and more connected than ever. That's an emotional connection, you guys. It's not just about surviving together, it's about thriving and conquering every damn thing with a laugh and a kiss at the finish line. Because every time my wife and I go to a trial or a storm, whatever you want to call it, once we reach our goal, once we execute our plan and it works, we celebrate. We kiss at the finish line and we celebrate. Fuck yes, you have to celebrate. But do you want to know why an emotional connection is so important? Good. But I just want to let you know this. I know for a fact that some red pill motherfuckers are going to tell you that this doesn't work, that you shouldn't do this because blah, 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 all that bullshit. But it worked for me. So here it goes. Because another thing that I have seen is that not a lot of people are talking about emotional connection lately when they're talking about relationships. And I'm like, well, this is what helped my marriage. So I'm just gonna let you know what worked for me. Hopefully, if you decide to try this or if you decide to work on this, it helps you, because you have to see emotional connection as an anchor. Think of your relationship like it's a ship. That emotional connection, it's what keeps you steady and prevents you from becoming driftwood. It's the grip that says, no matter what, we're in this together. It's not just me, it's us. That's the connection. Also, emotional connection is bulletproof trust and security. Ooh, this one is going to be hard, because this is where you're seen. And what I mean by that, it's truly seen. It's being truly seen. Not for your killer looks or your bank account, but for the glorious weirdo you are. Yes, we all have that weirdo. And when you have this type of emotional connection, your relationship becomes a safe space where your true self isn't just accepted. It's celebrated. It's actually encouraged, because the person that you're with loves it. You know, your quirky humor, your dark humor, your rude humor, they love it. They just love everything about you. And having an emotional connection with your partner is also passion's secret ingredient. That's fucking right. Because, sure, a quick wrestling match in bed is fun, right? You release some stress, you feel connected sometimes, but an emotional connection, it turns that spark into an eternal blaze. It adds depth, richness, and that irresistible pull towards each other. You know what I'm talking about? That kind of pull where it's just like, oh, I can't take my hands off of you. I just want to rip your clothes and smash, and give you the best smashing of your life. That's what emotional connection does. And it's also the growth serum for your relationship. Like your favorite dynamic duo. It helps you face challenges, as I already know. It also helps you grow and kick life's ass together. It's about becoming the best damn versions of yourselves. Not just for you, but for each other. One of the things that I have seen in my relationship ever since I started working on myself is that my wife also started working on herself, on building boundaries and everything like that. And I was paying attention to her the other day, and I noticed that she has grown. And I asked her, what made you work on yourself? And she said, well, I saw you I saw you becoming a better person, so I wanted to become a better person just like you. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm someone's inspiration. Just like she inspires me, I inspire her. And that's what I'm fucking talking about. Because also, this connection is the magic in the mundane. Those inside jokes, those shared silences, even the fight over the last slice of pizza, which it has happened, every moment becomes a thread in the tapestry of your unique love story. And that's one thing that I want you to focus on as well. Your love story is unique. It's not the same as your neighbor. It's not the same as your dad. It's not the same as your mom, your grandparents, your sister, your brother, anybody. Yours is unique because you feel things different. You process things different, and that's why you need this connection. Now, having an emotional connection with someone is hard because you have to open up and be vulnerable. And probably you have seen or heard people say, don't open up, don't be vulnerable because you're going to be hurt, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't help. And sure, opening up and being vulnerable is scary. I know firsthand, because you have the fear of getting hurt, communication barriers, like in my case, because of, my English was bad, and the relentless pace of life. All of this combined can make building that connection fucking challenging. But here's the deal. And I want you to remember this every time. Having this connection, it's fucking worth it. It is. Like I said, it has changed my life. And it can change your life if you allow it. If you let it. If you learn how to maintain it. And everything. And that's why I want to talk about next. Because it's hard to build a strong emotional connection. But if you want that in your relationship, I recommend you to try this. Because, again, this is what worked for me. And I don't see a lot of people talk about this in this way, about how to create and maintain that emotional connection. And the first thing that you have to do, which was the hardest thing for me, I'm not even fucking kidding, it was the hardest thing, is that you have to practice active listening. You have to truly hear your partner. It's not just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about understanding their soul's lyrics. It's about listening to each and every word that they're saying, asking probing questions like, what do you mean by that? I don't know how that feels. I've never been through that. Can you explain more? Make them make them feel heard, make them feel seen, and everything like that, right? That's going to help them be themselves. That's going to create that connection. And again, it's hard, but it can be done. Yes, you can do it. And you also must understand that vulnerability is sexy. Open up. I know it's hard. Share those dreams, fears, and the skeletons in your closet, because doing this creates the raw material for building a love that lasts. When you create this sense of security in your relationship, like this shield, this, safe zone, and you can talk about your dreams, your fears, and the skeletons in your closet, and there's no judgment. Your partner is all like, "Aw," and gives you a hug and a kiss and says like everything is gonna be fine. That is gonna literally thread the connection. And that's going to create a level of trust that you have never seen. Another thing that you have to do in order to keep the connection growing and stronger and building it from the ground up, is to have rituals of connection. You have to create your own love rituals, whether it's date night or a simple morning coffee together. Make those moments count. Enjoy the moment. Put your phone down. Listen to each other. Look into their eyes. Read their body language, their facial expressions. Do that. Be in the moment. Be present for them. And another hard thing that you're going to have to try, and it was also hard for me, is to show gratitude and affection. Because you must never underestimate the power of saying thank you. And a spontaneous hug or kiss. I didn't learn that until my wife actually called me out, because she was doing so many things for me. She was cooking, she was taking care of me when she could, when she was able to, and I will never say thank you. I was never grateful for anything in my life, so... And like I have mentioned before, I was playing the victim mentality. I was playing the victim game. So I felt like that's something that I deserve. And she called me out and I was like, oh shit, now I see your point. You bring up good points. So I understand now. And when you do this, when you're able to show gratitude for your partner and affection, and when I say affection, I mean just give them a little kiss in the cheek and the forehead, caress their hair, spank them if that's what they like, do something that they actually like. There's a lot of people that love to spank each other. My wife and I do that, things like that. That is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. You need that. You need that. And with that said, remember that emotional connection is the lifeblood of any relationship that doesn't just want to survive, but fucking thrive. It's what turns love into an adventure, a fortress against the world. So open your hearts. I know it's hard, and probably you have heard millions of times by now that you shouldn't be doing that, but fuck that. Dive deep and turn your love stories into legends. Remember, it's about finding that person who not only dreams with you, but also stands with you through every fucking nightmare. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and follow button and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any of my episodes. Remember to keep an open mind and engage in respectful discussions in the comments below. And here are my final thoughts. Having an emotional connection will give you the kind of love and the kind of relationship you've been looking for. And before I forget, got a story, a question, or just need to vent? You know where to find me. Share your journey and let's navigate this wild ride together. Until next time, stay connected, stay badass, and remember, the world needs your unique brand of love. And have a great day.